Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ATR's War, Bedlam Media's premier wrestling podcast covering AEW to WWE. I'm Sam Neal, fearless leader of Bedlam Media and co-host of ATR's War, ATR Rising Sun, as well as the host of Uncle Sam's Status Kaleidoscope. And alongside me today is the man behind X Wrestling's voice of reason, Scott.
Yes, that is correct. I am the man behind the North American version of our of our X, with my our third member, Ethan, who covers our Japan stuff. I'm also the inaugural champion for our Bedlam Media Wrestling. So yeah.
Come on.
Well, no. Well, that's true. And current co-champion. We'll get to that a little later.
With also the third man, the Man in Black himself, from parts unknown, probably his basement. Not today, though. My co-host from ATR Rising Sun, Ethan.
Yes, it's me, Man in Black. You can follow me on Twitter as wrestling_9. Again, gotta change that. That's probably not gonna happen though.
You've said that 1,000 times.
I know. Yeah. Anyway, you can follow my blogsim.net, pwmedia.com, PW Punders, as well as my co-host, my fourth one right there, my dog Hershey Peppers. I also co-host Rising Sun and ATR's War, and co-champion of the Bedlam title. There we go. I had to fuck that up.
Guys, before we begin, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share for more wrestling content. Just before we recorded, I was reminded that this is not just the post show, folks. No, sir. We're going to be talking Full Gear. We're going to be talking about Survivor Series. But we're also going to be talking about NXT Deadline. Totally went over my head on that one. Guys. Oh, yeah, it's been a few weeks. Been a few weeks since they weren't back to back. I don't know. Thanksgiving came and went. I'm all thrown off in the middle of the holiday season. Let's talk about the shows first. How did we feel about Full Gear and Survivor Series? Well, Survivor Series. We'll go there because I have a feeling that's where we all watched at least.
Yeah, I did not get a chance to watch Full Gear, but somehow I don't know how this happened. If I remember correctly, all of us tied in the points for that show. I'm like, that never happens. Ever.
Is that the very first time since I came on we legit had a 3-way tie for a win?
Yes, I don't think we've had 2-way tie, but we've never had a 3-way tie, and it was ridiculous.
If we haven't, I know it's been a very long time at least. I think we had it once before, maybe when Zach was on. I don't know.
Maybe.
But
just the three of us. This is the first time. Just
of us. We can make it if we try. Just the three of us.
Three's company.
That's more like it, yeah.
I'm tired. Okay, so Full Gear was a thumbs in the middle. I'm just gonna be honest. There's one Ethan pick on the show.
Out of the 15 matches on the card?
By the way, 3 do not count, and 1 was on the main show. That is the first, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
And then Survivor Series was, I also say thumbs in the middle, but if I had to pick one I like better, I'm going to go with Survivor Series just by smidge. Vancouver, what the hell? You were quiet most of the night. I'm disappointed. And this is a Canadian talking.
I watched a chunk of Full Gear. I have to go back and finish it. I think what got me... Survivor Series was definitely the better pay-per-view, and mostly has to do with the fact that I had to hear Mercedes Moroney's theme song. Never. I've never liked this, but I've never heard something so atrocious. It's not her. I just don't like it.
It seems so forced. And at this point now, every time I hear it when I'm watching the shows, I chuckle because I think of you, and I can think of the pain that you go through listening to that song, and I equally share that pain because it's like, my God, there are some horrible themes out there, but that one easily takes the cake. It's so bad.
It's God Hates Death Ripple.
I don't want to talk about that. Actually, we will. We'll talk about that also a little bit later. But dear God, yes. When is their contract up again? Not soon enough.
I will say they had a couple bangers. A couple.
Yes. But
And
they
one was
ruined
on the
those
show.
too. But that's beside the point.
They're like 10 and like 1,000. Okay, I don't know what I was gonna say now.
All right. Well, let's go through. I don't know. We can go through the whole full gear card if you want. I figure it's a longer card. We could go through the Ethan picks. Yeah, no, let's do this. Results, Ethan picks.
Okay,
We'll talk deadline.
Hey yo, I'm actually pretty excited for Deadline, knowing all the seriousness.
Me too. Yeah, some good stuff coming up.
All right, hold on. Let me get full gear. So our first 3 do not count matches. So anybody who's new, once we record, any matches that it goes that way off.
Right to the bin.
It's a direction you can fuck. NJ to be title file. Jesus Christ. Deonna Purrazzo at 7 minutes and 22 seconds. I will say though, you know how the refs are down in AEW? Well, they'll see something and they're like, oh, I didn't see it. Tyler Thackeray literally speared AJ from the ref. And that should have been a DQ. And the ref's like, get out. And Ty's like, why? And I wish I was kidding, but the legit happened. I'll do the results first and then I'll go for ratings right quick. Fatal 4 match. Buddy Matthews, Dante Martin, Commander, and the Beast Mortis at 10 minutes and 35 seconds. And Big Boom AJ. Defeat QT Marshall in minutes and 44 seconds.
Meltzer gave that a 2.5 star, by the way, which that is pretty damn good from Meltzer with that type of match. But
wait till I give you my rating, Scott. You might be surprised. Main show starts off with another favorite match just on for the tag titles. Private Party retains our Kings of the Black Throne, the Acclaim, and the Outriders at 13 minutes and 29 seconds. MJF defeat Rod Strut at 13 minutes and 35 seconds. I forgot that was the second match on the main show.
Right.
TBS title, Mercedes Moné retains over Chris Statler, 19 minutes and 23 seconds. Jay White defeat him and Page at 19 minutes and 52 seconds. Kyle Fletcher, here's the Ethan pick, spoiler. Kyle Fletcher did well Ospreay in the longest match of the show at 24 minutes and 13 seconds. I mean, let's be honest, Ospreay could go like an hour.
Yeah.
And he rarely ever has crappy match, stinky matches.
True.
Unless your name is Evil. And Sam's shaking his head. TNT title, Daniel Garcia finishes story by defeating Jack Perry 18 minutes and 16 seconds. Our third do not count match, which I'm shocked we didn't even think of this. Canelo Kesha defeats Ricochet at 19 minutes and 12 seconds. Bobby Lashley basically kicks for Strickland's ass I was way wrong, at 13 minutes and 22 seconds. I was right about Bobby Lashley, but just not the squash. Well, It was kind of a squash, but it was a 13-minute basically squash.
Yeah.
Let's just go with that. In the main for the world title, John Moxley retains Orange Cassidy at 19 minutes and 21 seconds. I think this pretty much tied me and Scott. I just want to go back. So
if I remember the chat correctly, I think Sam needed Orange to win.
Yes. Yeah. So
win the show, but since he lost, we all tied.
Yeah. So basically, thanks to Moxley, me and Scott made it a 3-way tie.
Yeah.
So main pre-show, the NJ DL Prods was a 5 out of 10. 4-way match was 7 out of 10. Yes. No one's got. I don't think you're topping that Forbidden Door pre-show match this year for Ethan pick.
That's true.
By the way, that's super rare. By the way, when I do that. Anyway, who doesn't know? Big Boom Major and Kudo, I gave it 5. It was harmless fun, but it was a definitional pre-show match. So, main show World Tag Title match was a 5 out of 10. MJF Raw Strong was a 7 out of 10. TBS title match 7 out of 10. White Heavy Page 7 out of 10. Fletcher and Ospreay was a 9 out of 10. Ethan pick. TNT title match 5 out of 10. International match 6 out of 10. I was actually kind of disappointed in this match. I know it's Takeshita,
and Ricochet.
Ricochet. Why is the? Never mind. I don't want to get into Takeshita non-Kano Classic. God damn. But he's at Tokyo Dome with Shingo, so that could be a banger.
There we go.
After bang. Speaking of the after banger, we'll get to Sheamus later. What match was I just talking about? I already forgot.
Lashley
Asuka
and Swerve.
Ricochet.
Oh, okay. Scott was right. Yeah, I'm on the Lashley straight. That was a 6 out of 10, and World Top Match 6 out of 10. So the only matches I say go check out is the pre-show 4-way match, MJF Restaurant, TBS Top match, Jay White, him and Page, Fletcher and Ospreay, and that's it. That World Top match I was actually really good. So the ending of the match, Scott. So Cassie was gonna go for the win, like the orange punch.
Yeah.
And Moxley, I think it was Rick Knox. He hit the referee like a hug, and Yuta basically need him in the head. And I'm sorry, I can't take Yuta seriously as a. It's almost like he's got little brother syndrome.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I
So,
definitely see that.
It's funny. Before we move on, it was. I remember Cass like I think he called Yuta like a pond or something. And Yuta's like, "I'm not a pond," and Cody's like, "Shut up." Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah. Thanks for proving the point.
It's like he's like that little brother. It's like, "Oh yeah, I'll see my brother and his friends." Yeah, like in the background, kind of, and British figure. That makes same crack. But yeah, full gear thumbs in the middle. If you missed it, you didn't really miss much besides those ones I said.
I feel like Full Gear is always like a hit or miss. I could be wrong. I feel like it's either the card's done really, really well, or it's kind of like
a lot of these. I feel like some of the match order was kind of weird too. Like the crowd was dead for most of this show. Newer. Ospreay and Big Boom Major were and Big Justice were the three who got the biggest reactions.
Well, you know what didn't get no pop? Survivor Series, War Games. I'll hop in here because limited time, don't get to really watch the product. This pay-per-view slapped.
I was a fan.
I loved it. There were a couple of things. I'm with Scott with the Shinsuke thing, the theme, and then there were a couple of bad takes from Nia Jax, but
okay, so there's one match. It's same I should just said. I'm gonna actually let me read the results first, and then I'll talk about that women's war games match.
Go right for it. Yeah.
So, women's war games match: Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Io Sky, and Bayley. By the way, I was the only one who got that one right.
Yep.
Second, women's world champion Liv Morgan, women's champ Tiffany Stratton, women's speech. Oh my god, how many women's champions were in this match?
I know they lost. Go figure.
Called it. Miss Money, Big Tiffany and Raquel Rodriguez at 38 minutes and 15 seconds. And by the way, the two captains from on both War Games matches pinned the other captain.
Yeah. Yep.
Shinsuke Nakamura defeat LA Knight and I'm at 45 seconds to win a US title for the third time. And by the way, if he holds on to that title on New Year's Day, he's going to Noah.
Yes.
So, I mean.
Yes.
Okay.
That would be awesome.
See where I'm putting down?
Oh, yeah, I'm picking it up.
My match of the night, honestly, Intercontinental line, Braun Breaker retains over Sheamus and Elizabeth Kaiser at 14 minutes and 25 seconds. Bro. Wait, let me get further. Anyway, I got some thoughts. Gunther retains Roman title over Damian Priest, takes the help of Balor, and Gunther's like, screw you, boom, right in the face. And then the main event, this was the longest match of the show, which we kind of figured.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns, the Usos, Sami Zayn, and CM Punk defeating the Bloodline, Soul Code, Jacob Fatu, Tongalo, of Bronzer. And by the way, I'm taking credit for that Bronzer.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, it was kind of. I don't want to say obvious that it was going to happen, but there was very high probability of it. But unfortunately, he also did get hurt doing it, which kind of sucked. I saw a video where we watched him land, and his ankle went the opposite way of the rest of his body, and I'm like, no,
you're doing so well, my boy. Oh, this match went 41 minutes and 55 seconds, by the way. Wow, that went 41. Oh, okay. So women's War Games match. This is going to be the only time I'm going to be negative on the show. Well, this part of the show. 5 out of 10. US title match 6 out of 10. Intercontinental match 7. The last three matches are all 7 out of 10s. But I like the Intercontinental was my match of the night. The women's War Games match. I'm going to be an asshole for a minute.
Be a constructive one, though.
Yeah, well, yes. I'm tired. like Stevenson brought the Nia Jackson. Literally, she literally pulled a Hulk Hogan from 2000. Went like, if you're scared to use weapons, don't use them.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like if the crowd was not for like I thought the first half was really boring. And then like it was fun because like besides Bayley and Nia Jax, because obviously the first season, everybody came with a weapon. It's like really like can you just make this lethal lockdown? Just don't call it lethal lockdown.
Right. Yeah, I know.
Even the men's wasn't too bad either because like even Jimmy's like, oh my brother's getting my okay, screw the weapons. Pew!
Yeah.
But
I think when I was watching that and I saw that stuff with Nia, I think at one point it might have been Naomi. I think I heard her say, hit me with the chair. And Nia just yells at her and says no. And I'm like, God damn it.
Oh, yeah, because they had the camera guy like in between the two. Because the first one was Bayley was like, okay, elbow.
Yeah.
Elbow. Yeah. And then Nia was like, hit me with the chair. No.
No. Yeah. I know. She did such. I know. It's just. I don't know. But I mean, honestly, though, it's a little. We're nitpicking at this. But yeah, it's one of those glaringly obvious things that shouldn't have happened, but whatever. It is what it is.
MVPs are Io Shirai and Tiffany Stratton. That moonsault, trash can, swanton. That was cool. I did like the ending there, the riptide off the top rope. And Rip like fastest badass body because that was Jason Baker. I think that's his last name. The one who did the Fiend's mask. People who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Her mask was badass as fuck.
Yeah, it was.
I did not realize it, and I forgot who said it on commentary. They're like, Io Sky has been in every single women's War Games match.
I said that on the Pig Show, too.
You did? Yeah. Okay, you did say that. Yeah. And it just like, at this point, it's like, is it a women's War Game match if Io isn't there? Honestly, she's like the best part of these. It's
what it's been. We got the contract, basic contracted. All right, I'm going to do a jackass trash can spot.
Pretty much.
It's funny how they pretty much kept the same people as last year, kind of, in a way. I think next year they should try to get some fresh face. Like, if it obviously...
Yeah.
Io Sky's missed more games. Sorry, Sam.
I was going to ask, who is new? Tiffany wasn't in this last year, was she?
No, this is her first one, I believe.
I'll read you last year's women's field real quick.
And
I'm actually kind of curious then.
Yeah.
Naomi was first because on the bomb they say like second, third, first.
Yeah. Which I'll say I really like that they said like how many times they've been in the match. I like
same with the men's.
Yeah, I like that a lot. It's nice little tidbits of information that they're starting to give, which they don't really do too often. Well, they didn't before, but now they're doing it more often. I like it.
So in last year's War Games, I'll just bring up both. So women's side was Bianca Belair, Charlotte, Shotzi, Becky defeat Bayley, Asuka, Io, and Curry. Banish all damage control.
The damage control, yeah.
And the men's side, it was Bloodline wasn't in the last year, huh? Anyway, it was Cody, Rollins, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and Orton defeating the Judgment Day. That was the last year's men's.
Yep.
So basically, in this year's women's, the only ones who made more than one was besides Io because she's been in all 6.
Yep.
Bianca, Ripley, I think that was her 4th. I think I heard Mike Cole saying.
Yeah.
Liv was her first.
Candice had been in 2 in NXT, so this was her 3rd.
Yeah.
Which I had forgotten about. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. She was in the NXT ones.
Yeah, because she was in the first 2, I think.
Yes. Yep.
On Rock League team with Ripley in the very first one.
Yes.
But honestly, like all the 6 women's War Games matches, this is my least favorite one. I would say I mean, it was kind of horrible, but I don't want to be like too negative, but it's like, yeah, I can see where people are saying it's the worst, but I'm gonna say least favorite.
Yeah, I would definitely say it was probably the weakest one on the card
for women's wise. Yeah. But match of the 5, this is like number 5 for me.
Can I ask, because I know we have this, maybe this is a conversation for ATR's War, the regular show. Did they change Braun Breaker's theme song again?
Not this time.
Yeah, no, not this time. But they have changed it like 8 times.
Because the one that I've been hearing, the last time I watched the pay-per-view, it was very 80s, like
Screamo.
heavy metal heavy. and it had that like groove kind of to it. And this one sounded different from that.
They mellowed it out, but it's been a while since he's changed the
It's been a while. He said,
God damn it.
Crown Jewel. It was that Crown. I think it was Crown Jewel or the pay-per-view before that.
Bad Blood.
Maybe.
Anyway, but basically, I don't say it because I mean they kept changing. Stop changing Braun's theme song. My God. I think I do like the heavy metal part, honestly.
Also, I guess we can move forward and think about. I mean, we're getting into Royal Rumble season in like 2 months now. So now we're at the end of the year. What do we think? Do we think we'll get a Punk and Roman at Mania?
No.
I don't know. I felt like I feel like there's something stewing there from the little, like.
I think that they'll put a pin in it and we'll come back to it eventually, but I don't know. I think it's possible, but it all depends on I think what happens at the Rumble, because there's now a new thing with Punk, but we'll talk about that. I think actually, I'll save that for the ATR's War episode because, there's some good stuff coming.
All right, I'm gonna say Netflix.
That's also true.
Speaking of, before we go into Deadline, and I hope my girlfriend hears me so she knows my schedule, guys. This weekend, on top of Deadline, not this weekend, sorry, next weekend, and I will also bring this up. The 14th. Saturday night's main event is coming back. We thought it'd be a little fun to stream this.
Hell yeah.
We plan on streaming it. So if you have us on Facebook, whatever Scott does, so that's the piece that Scott's actually pretty good with, because I'm not handling that. It could be there. I don't know. I've always loved Saturday night main event, but we're going to be streaming. I don't know. It made me think of that. I wanted to bring it up. Any other thoughts before we move on to our picks for Deadline, guys?
Men's and like I said, the Intercontinental match was my match of the night. Gunther Priest, I liked their SummerSlam match better. It was basically copy and paste with Balor. And Philip got why we're still having Balor Priest feuding. Like Priest beat him clean. Like, come on. And by the way, spoilers. Speaking of Saturday's main event, I will spoilers for a second. Balor is facing Gunther for that world title.
Yes,
I think Priest screws him over. We get a triple threat match either on Netflix or the Rumble.
I like it.
That's just for we're recording this, so rejoice. The fans for rejoice.
Video.
Men's War Games MVP, honestly, Braun Reed.
Yes. Hands down, or tsunami down.
And Tama Tonga looked like he drank like 6 Red Bulls and was like, yeah, on the cage.
He's like spider monkeying around the cage. And the crowd's going nuts.
And Michael's like, one of the times Vancouver actually woke up.
Yeah. I'm like, when did this man get over? Like, what the hell?
Well, I found out sure in Crown Jewel when he just said, yeah, like the fans were doing it too. It's like, oh shit, don't turn babyface yet.
Right? Don't do it yet.
But I like the videos where they're like rowing for like Tribal Chief University or something.
Yes.
And Jacob and Tom's like, shh, University. And I'm like, all right, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, Fatu also, by the way, did you see the spot where he does the moonsault and he's like, oh my leg,
yes.
Oh my leg. I'm like, that dude's what a worker.
Yep.
He told a cameraman to move. I'm like, dude, if it piss off Samoans tells you to move, you better move.
Right. I love how I think he's like Adam Cole. It's like he's the nicest man on the face of this planet, offside, like off the camera. The moment the camera turns on, if they're a heel, it's like a completely different human being, and it's fantastic.
I love how the whole time he's in the cage, he's going like this. I love you, Solo. Because I did forgot to mention during the pick show, I was supposed to say it was Fatu and Uche at the War Games event, and you could tell on the kid when they pointed at Jay's like kind of like you could kind of tell he's breaking character. He's like, let's go. Because it's Jacob Fatu's first singles, which I actually didn't know.
I completely forgot that was his first singles match.
And Jay's like, what? And I think that was him. People are saying that he broke character. And I can actually believe that. Let's be honest, Jay was a breaks character a lot. Let's just be honest.
Sammy.
And there was another part where Sammy and Jimmy were doing their high five. You see Jay on the ground going,
yeah.
I'm like, I didn't see the first one. I saw people clip it. They're like, because they're laughing. They're like, Jay, just go like this.
Yeah,
I was like,
it was great.
That was
epic. Great.
And then Brock's already doing the tsunami off the cage. God damn. And then Jimmy Uso, he had a clean Uso splash off his cage.
Yeah, and which he got hurt doing too. So I'm like, God damn it, guys.
Broke his toe. Look, the one time we thought Punk was actually going to get injured, it was actually not him.
I know.
Okay, now we can move on.
Now we can move on, guys. Yeah, let us know what you think of the comments from those shows. Let's hop over to NXT Deadline. You know what I love about NXT pay-per-views? They're never usually long. But
Thank God.
Are incredible.
Yes. This will be probably no more than like 2 hours and 45 minutes.
So I remember me and Scott were talking, they were like, oh, it's over. What to do now?
I know, right?
So this weekend, well, by the time we drop this, what is that, Saturday, the 7th?
Yeah.
It's on Saturday, yeah.
5 matches. All of them have a stipulation, one way or another.
NXT Extreme Rules, baby.
We do have 2 stipulations, 2 Iron Survivor matches.
Yes.
We got 2, 4, 6 competitors in the men's, 5 in the women's.
No, Sam, it's 5.
It's 5 and 5.
Oh, wow. I totally read Nathan Fraser's name as 2 different people. So we got 5 and 5, folks.
Yeah.
For a moment, I thought it was 6. We're going to do 2. But no, that's 5. So guess what? We're only going to do 1.
Yes. Well, I mean, there's only one winner anyways. So it works. The Iron Survivor match, I think, is probably one of probably like top 3 of my favorite style of matches that WWE does. It's just so chaotic, and there has to be such perfect timing with certain things. Like I always hark back to the men's from last year when they talk about with Dijak how I think Trick got like 3 pins in a matter of like, I don't know, 30 or 90 seconds. And it all started with something that Dijak had to kick off. And if he missed his time, it wouldn't have worked and stuff like that. So it's just like, there's such like finessing it and just stuff that has to happen. It's 25 minutes of complete chaos.
And they go like that too. Like
I know they're so quick. Like I really wish they'd round it up to 30 minutes because 25 does not seem like enough time to do this stuff.
Somebody, I had a friend ask me, he's like, "What's the Iron?" So it's like it's basically like if you take the Iron Man match, the Rumble, and the Championship Scramble, and the King of the Mountain, all had a love child.
Pretty much, yeah.
And Dijak in the interview. Sorry, Scott, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's fine.
Dijak's. I'm actually glad you brought up Dijak first, because Chris Van Fleet talked about him. I think it was right after he got released, or a little bit after he got released.
Yep.
And he was talking about the Iron Survivor child, like the one where Trick won it last year.
Yes.
And Dijak said basically what Scott said. No, I gotta be first because like if I don't get my timing right, they're like
screws up everything else. Yeah. So it's like it's so intricate but yet so chaotic at the same time. It's a wonderful thing to watch, and while I'm happy it only happens once per year, I'm sad that it only happens once per year. So this weekend was going to be. I'm very excited to see how this stuff.
This is the third one, I believe, isn't it? Yeah, third one.
Yes.
Grayson won 2022.
Yep.
Trick won it last year for the men's side, and Roxanne was. Yeah, Roxanne.
Was the first women's, and then
I'm actually blanking on the last year's winner. I'm gonna look that up one sec. That's actually bugging me now. That's bugging me now. Actually, 2023. Oh my god, why is that bugging? We should know this guy.
I know.
Blair Davenport.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about Blair Davenport because she's completely forgotten on the main roster, and it makes me very sad.
Go back to Japan and beat B. Priestley.
I don't know. They need to figure something out. Like, so this is also another reason why I'm glad that they're going to 3 hours, because they can take talented people like Blair Davenport and give her an actual story instead of having her just disappear and be on main event or just not doing anything. Like when they brought her back for the what was it, the triple threat qualifier for I think it was the women's US title.
Oh, it's a tournament, yeah.
Yeah. The Corey had said that she was just home like relaxing. I'm like, what? I'm like, no, that's it's just little things like that that just irk me when it comes to like, come on, like you come up with a better story than I just decided to go home and not work. Like,
I lost my smile.
I look, yeah, Christ.
Oh,
But
come
anyway,
on, that was
off
perfect.
topic. Pull the tangent back. Let's talk about these 5 matches.
All right. Well, we're gonna. How do we want to do this?
Should go bottom up.
Bottom
I
up.
think.
All right, we'll go bottom up. So starting first and foremost, Lola Vice taking on Jada Parker in an NXT Underground match. Start there.
I love this feud between these two. I really do. Like I know a lot of people on the internet are all like, "Oh, I'm over this crap. It's bullshit. It's whatever." But just seeing these ladies like with the attitude that they both have, just going at each other all the time is very entertaining. It's a lot of fun. With this match, this is Lola's playground. And every time she's been in these matches, I've gone against her and I've lost.
Me and you both did the last time. No, both times. You were right. Both times.
Yeah. So I know Jada won the hardcore match that they had.
See.
So I think that this is going to be Lola's. It's going to be Lola's match. So I think she is going to be Jada, which hurts my soul because I love Jada Parker. But I think Lola Vice is going to get the win during this match.
It was fine during NXT. It was after because so what happened was some sport Ren Sinclair qualified, and they basically did the Big Show. They did the Big Show William Regal spot just without Regal knocking Big Show. And Big Show's like,
yes,
give me a hug. And Jay Parker's like, all right, bitch, we're fighting. I'm like, good. Be pissed off. And then she's like, all right, ref. I think. Like, take down the ropes for it. And Ava was like, no. And the Florida fans like, boo.
I know.
Ava was the heel that night. And a little bit. And then Jay Parker, like, knocked her out. Well, not legitimately, but, yeah, they're going to agree with Scott because, I mean, she won the hardcore match like Parker did in the 2300 arena with a brick. By the way, I'm still annoyed by that. That the brick shot to the face should have been over.
Agreed. 100%.
Not like 1-2. Kick out. It's like no. That honestly, that ending ruined the. I still liked it, but that part ruined it. That
it's a brick to the face. Sell it.
Not like 1-2.
yeah.
Just strong stuff. But I agree with Scott. I think last time I said Baszler, but I'm still gonna put that one too.
Me too.
And by the way, like don't do the dancing. Either of you, like go in the ring and let's like, all right, let's go. Let's throw hands.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure these women want to kill each other, like obviously storyline wise. So yeah, exactly. No dancing, none of this, like whatever. I would just go in there.
After the match, though, that's fine if you win, but
beat the ever living crap out of one another during this match. I expect blood.
I would.
Will I get it? Probably not, but I expect it in this match.
We'll get it. I like this little version wise. I mean, I get once in a while you want to like do your Latino Miami dance.
Yeah.
But don't do punch, bump shake, dance, bump shake. It's like, come on. Like, this is why I can't take you seriously half the time. Now, underground matches. Like, I want to see more of it. Yes, I want to see more of that. But I'm going to agree with Scott. You know, they're doing booking. Oh, you won the second match. Then they're going to do a third tiebreaker and then steel cage weapons match.
There you go.
Or break on the pole. All right, that's true. So, Sam, take turns before I keep talking.
All right. So, I'm not too familiar with these two in this feud, but you know what? I'm going to trust you. This is, I never do this. I'm going to blindly follow you two on this choice. This is going to be my free space.
Ooh, free space.
Right. Bingo. Sorry.
The rest of these, I'm going rogue.
All right. I like it.
I'm
telling you, Sam, you need to find some time, 2 hours, to watch NXT.
Dude, you need to.
It's high quality television.
By the way, I'm glad they're not doing overruns anymore.
Yeah.
I'm glad they're not doing the overrun anymore. Thank God.
Yeah.
Like, I get once in a blue was fine, but like it's only 5-6 minutes, but still.
Yeah.
But that, the Starry David, okay, that one should have been timed a little better because that was kind of like, I guess Sean and them understandably were pissed because I guess CW has it cut off at 10 because I think they have news or something.
Yeah.
I don't get CW here. Like, I still got Sportsnet up here, so I can still watch it.
Yeah.
Thank God. Well, since a couple weeks they did that stupid Dana White show. Not Power Slap, a different one.
Which is also stupid, but that's beside the point.
Scott said, not me.
I will.
No, but I agree with you, though. But on this one, I'm very excited for. I like both. Honestly, I can see Lola Vice as Women's North American Champion and Jim Parker's Women's Champion.
Yeah.
All right, so our first clean sweep, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, and it might be the last. Ooh. Up next with the NXT Tag Team Championships, Nate Fraser and Axiom taking on No Quarter Catch Crew of Miles born in Taven Heights.
Triple H just lost son. Oh, sorry, Triple H anyone's left child. You can't tell me Miles born on Tuesday. He literally had Triple H gear. I'm like, hey, look, it's Triple H Jr.
I know.
I
actually forgot who it was after he cut all his hair off. I was like, "What the hell is this?" I'm like, "Oh my god, it's Miles Ford."
Tavian Heights is underrated, but really good.
Yeah, they need more exposure.
He went to Japan this summer.
He did, yes.
And by the way, so they did a battle royal Sam to turn for the titles. It was supposed to be 16s. That breaks in Yushihiki and Nakamura from Noah. We're like, oh, we're in here. Yeah, 7.
I know. I was surprised to see them in there.
I didn't even know. I was like,
they weren't on the graphic either, so it was like a surprise late second edition.
Peekaboo, we're in the match. I didn't even know it. Then I saw, oh, that's Briggs. And Nakamura, yes. Yep. But I like how the ending, so the end of the match, Miles Born draw kick. Oh, by the way, Scott, I meant that. Do you guys like the tag team power when they eliminate both members of a team, or like the old version where they?
No, I like this because one partner can have a bad moment and get eliminated, but the other guy can go off and just like completely dominate. I hate that NXT's version.
I hate that old version. It's like, oh, Hardy Boy, like Matt. Oh, Hardy Boys are gone. It's like, what?
Yeah, it's stupid. I don't know why Vince ever did it like that. It should always be the way they do it in NXT. Where both people have to be eliminated for the team to be eliminated.
I like how they stood outside the ring until your teammate was gone, and then they're like, okay, to the back to go.
Yeah, then everybody's gone. Yep.
And so the end of the match was Vic Joseph had no days because like Miles Born eliminated, I think it was Tank first. They got the same name. And then draw kick Lucy and Price, and Vic's like, wait, that was it? Like, oh my god, yeah.
It ended so suddenly, like it was really surprising, and the fact that those 3 guys were the final 3 was not expected.
I honestly had Gals winning or Briggs and more, to be honest. But I like that story, by the way. I know we're going off tangent a lot, but that's ATR, everybody. Like, because people are like, well, what's the story of Briggs and more? Well, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen. So Briggs went to Japan with Tavian Heights to compete in the E1 victory. It's basically the G1 for New Japan fans. Arcana Classic. Let's go North America for a second. So, but it had a story because Briggs and Inamore faced in the same block in the summertime. So, and it Briggs at his backstage because in Japan, Scott, like they don't do WWE stuff. They do interviews backstage after each match and stuff.
Yeah.
With Japan, they'll do like matches, and then they'll do like backstage comments, which I actually kind of like. So Briggs like, man, me and Or like beat the shit out of each other. Almost kind of like you, almost like how APA came together, like they beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah,
it's kind of like that, or Brooks and Jensen.
Right.
Briggs and Jensen. Sorry.
Yes, I know what you meant.
Yeah. But in more show, I'm like, and people are like, "Oh, is he signed?" No, he's on extortion, but he might get signed. Might. Noah even said, "Hey, if he wants to sign, we're not going to stop him." So, but that's the story. Basically, they beat the shit out of each other, same block, and they're like, "Let's be friends and partners."
Yeah.
Beef. And more is beefy.
He is.
Beef. Oh, hemming up with Femi. Sign me up. Meat.
Meat.
By the way, Axiom is Frazier's complaining twice in the show. By the way,
correct.
Axiom could have, but he lost. Spoiler: he lost the second chance. But actually, yeah, I'll leave that alone for a second. This one's actually kind of tough.
It is, but it depends. See, it depends on. It depends on when the men's Iron Survivor match is. If that kicks off the show, the tag match might mean it'll be different, I think.
It's tough. Well, actually, I'll just bring it real quick. So Fake Joseph, I don't know if he slipped by accident, but during the women's brawling, Sam, they all brawl and Sinclair's on the women's hall. That's bad, by the way. And Fake's like, oh, they might close the show or they're closing the show or something like that. I don't know if you caught that, Scott. But
No. Yes, but no. Probably I didn't catch it because I was too busy yelling at my television when Ren grabbed the title. I'm like, why are you doing that? God damn it!
Abe Simpson, her. But you know what? I'm gonna go balls here in QCC.
New tag.
Depends on the order, though. Like Scott said.
You know, I'm looking at this. Are they still at odds, these two? Frazier and Axiom?
Yes. Oh, it's funny. Yeah.
Not really at odds per se, but it's funny. Like Frazier will be like, oh, I'm going out to do like singles things, and Axiom's like, dude, we're a tag team. Stop it. But as soon as Axiom wants to do something singles wise, Frazier just completely like goes off the rails about it. It's hilarious.
He's being a hypocrite.
Yeah, completely. It's so funny.
It's funny because Frazier's like, I'm in the speed tournament. Axiom, what? Then Axiom's like, I'm in the speed tournament. This is bullshit.
Yeah, we're a team. Why are you doing this for yourself? Yeah,
I mean, amigo.
It's high class comedy.
It's actually comedy you will laugh.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not just like dumb comedy. Like it is actually quite hilarious. And of course, it travels on to X, and they're always talking about, oh, Fraxium's okay. There's nothing wrong here. So it's like, yeah.
Well, I only ask because I remember when we were in Philadelphia, this was kind of going on.
Yes.
Between these two.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking, especially with Frazier wrestling in the Iron Survivor Challenge.
Yep.
Like if you're gonna pull the trigger to have a feud between these two, Frazier wrestling and losing both of these matches could be the catalyst.
Yep. Could be that tipping point.
So I'm actually going to go with Ethan and say no QCC. Let's get the dubs.
Yeah.
I do like that pick because I have a sneaking suspicion that the men's Iron Survivor is going to kick off the show. And then Nathan's probably either going to get hurt or he's going when I say hurt, I mean hurt with quotation marks, and be a big hindrance. And I think you're right, guys. I think it's going to be the NQCC that brings home the tag team championships.
Yes, two queens. And by the way, I can see, like, you know what, Oscar, if I had to guess, I can see the men's Survivor opening and a tag time match right back to back.
That would actually be poetic. I like that.
Because Frazier, I could be like, Frazier's like, I'm not Taria, and Axiom's like, what are you doing? And then NQC comes out like, yeah, opportunity, and Axiom's like, okay.
It would be even better if Nathan Frazier was one of the first two competitors in the Iron Survivors Challenge. So he would have to wrestle a full 25 minutes.
Ooh.
And then go right into the tag match. This might be one of those matches where NQCC could win in the squash because Nathan's so tired and he won't tag in Axiom and he just gets his ass handed to him.
This is the third pay-per-view in a row that me and Scott guessed a squash match.
It could be, depending. Well, do I really want to see that? No. I want to see NQCC earn it. But on the other side, I would not be surprised if they pulled something like that.
This could be a show stealer.
Yeah, it would be very good to see, especially what Sam said, how that could be the catalyst for them to split. I think it can definitely work.
Frazier can learn from his teacher. A Syrian visionary.
I hear he's a revolutionary too.
And he's a messiah.
Not of the backbreaker. He's on the other show.
Well played, sir. Well played. Well played. That was nice. All right. Sam agreed with me. Sorry. I was like, wait, the same pick? I forgot. We all agree. Two.
All right. Next up, Trick Williams taking on defending the NXT Championship against Ridge Holland. Man,
Ridge the Fridge.
Title shot here.
Yep.
Again.
After he dismantled Chase U, although that's kind of up in the air too. what's happening with that. I like Trick as a champion, but I feel like his title reign has been boring as shit.
Thank you.
Isn't this
And
a second run?
I hate to say it.
Second run, yeah, Sam. Yep, second run.
Yes, because he got it back from Ethan Page.
But
But
in Chicago.
Yes, but it's been boring, and like I said, I hate to see it. But behind Trick, who challenges Ridge? It's not going to be anybody from Chase U. So I don't know. So I'm kind of torn here.
Now, okay, maybe I'll jump in.
Yeah, you take a turn first. Me, Scott went first last 2 times.
Yeah, so I do like Trick. I think Trick is someone who shouldn't be on the main this roster too much longer. He needs to start making his way up. And I know there becomes a point where the roster gets full. You can't keep just filtering people up as you got the Randy Ortons of the world who just won't retire. Not that he has to retire, but the older talent, their shelf life is longer than it was 20, 30 years ago.
Right.
I feel like Trick is meant for the main roster at this point. So I'm thinking if you did that, although I don't know where Ridge is in regard to where is Ridge in all this? Like, are we feeling a title run out of Ridge?
It's definitely possible. He single-handedly dismantled Chase U. Like we had a match with Andre Chase 2 weeks ago now.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
The winner was going to be the number one contender for the NXT Championship, and Ridge originally didn't want to do it until Andre mentioned something about how he has a connection with. Oh no, it was who said that to him? It was Trick. Trick was out there trying to pump up Chase U and Andre Chase, and he talked about how Andre Chase had such a connection with Thea Hale and Riley Osborne and Duke Hudson and stuff like that. And Ridge stopped him and says, "I want that. If I win, Chase U is done." And Andre, having already previous problems with gambling things he probably shouldn't gamble, he said, "Fine, I'll do it." And then he lost the match. So now Chase U effectively is dead. Maybe ? Because they had a segment where Chase was packing up Chase U and they were showing video montages of different things that were happening during the Chase University time. And then as he was walking away, somebody called out his name and he turned around and had this shocked look on his face, and then it cut away. Also, there was a moment during the last NXT show where you had Robert Stone and I forgot her name.
Stevie Turner.
Thank you. Who were talking in Ava's office, and they turned around and they had a shocked look on their face and it cut away. So clearly we're getting somebody who's going to either return at this show. I don't know. But also when we get to the men's Iron Survivor match, there was something that happened at the very end of the last NXT show that kind of leaves that match up in the air for one of the competitors. So
okay,
we'll get there when we get there.
So you know what? For the sake of argument, let's say, we got to keep the ball rolling. Got to keep going. Trick's going to the main roster at some point. Ridge Holland wins this match.
Okay.
That's it. Now, that being said, I definitely think there's a lot of talent just looking at the Iron Survivor Challenge who could take that belt, even if it's a transitional championship.
Correct.
And I got my thoughts there.
So I forgot to mention. I'm just I'll put Chase U on not Rich. I don't want that. Why is this hard? I feel like if the heel wins this match, then the babyface got to go over in the men's Iron Survivor. If Trick wins, then you got to get the heel. Yeah. Scott, do you have your pick yet? Why am I having a hard time with this one?
I know. This one should not be the difficult one, but it is. I'm actually going to go with Trick. because I think whoever wins the Iron Survivor is going to eventually beat him at whatever their next show is.
Yes, correct. Give me trick. One tiebreaker.
Yes.
Tiebreaker. All right. We have the first Women's Iron Survivor Challenge match to determine the number one contender for the NXT Women's Championship at New Year's Evil.
That's what it is. New Year's Evil.
Sol Ruka taking on Stephanie Valkyrie, taking on Zarya, taking on Julia, taking on Ren Sinclair.
Okay. Oh, go ahead, Sam.
Yeah, I was going to make this easier for you guys. I'm just kind of torn between two because they are the names that stick out and they were high-profile signees. Although I think Julia has already had her title shot and she's definitely a champion at one point. I'm leaning towards Stephanie Valkyrie on this one.
This is what.
Was that your pick, Sam? I was going to say, was that your pick, Sam?
How long has everyone else been on this card for?
Sorry, it just debuted about a week or two after the other two did.
She's the heavily touted star from
Australia.
Formerly
known as Delta.
Yes. Right. And she comes very highly recommended by Rhea Ripley. So,
what about Ren?
A couple years now.
Ren's been around for a few years. She's actually part of the NQCC. She literally fell into victory. She got knocked out by Lola Vice, who wasn't in the match, and she ended up falling on an opponent and getting
Cora Jade.
Yeah, it was Cora Jade. Yeah, and getting the pin to qualify. Like, my jaw actually dropped when this happened because before the match even started, I jokingly said to myself, watch Ren Sinclair win this match. And I had not been spoiled. Like, I watched it later. I had no idea what was happening. And then it actually happened. And I chuckled and I laughed my ass off. I'm like, oh my God, this is fantastic.
You know what? I'm going to go with Stephanie. Stephanie's my pick.
All right, I guess I'll go next. I'm going to do, as our dear old friend John Statman used to do, process of elimination. I don't see Sinclair winning. Sol Ruka I can see, but not right now. Julia just got the title shot as much as I'm a big Julia fan. Screw it, Zarya. She got an F5, everybody.
Right. Yeah, she uses the F5, by the way, Sam.
Yep. Brock Lesnar bet 3 confirmed. Sorry, bad joke. I'll leave.
It's so good.
This one I had the hardest. I kept switching my pick like 5 times this week.
This one's definitely the hardest one out of the bunch, I have to say. But yeah, if we're going to use the process of elimination here, Ren, I love that she's in this match, but I feel like she's going to be like Kalani Jordan from last year and not get a single pin. She's just happy to be there, type of thing.
She's gonna be the pin eater, basically.
Well, I don't know about the pin eater, but I don't think she's gonna have enough time to really get anything going. If she gets one, I'll be very happy. I don't know who it'll be, but whatever. Julia, obviously, we said because she already had the title match. I don't think it's time for her to have one again. I love Stephanie. But I feel like somebody's going to screw her out of this.
Influence.
Very possible. So for me, it comes down to Zarya and Sol Ruka, who has been like on fire since she came back from her injury. So you know what? I'm going to say Sol Ruka. I think the homegrown talent is going to take this. The other ladies are going to have plenty of time the 3 megastars in this match are going to have plenty of time to get their shot. I think this is perfect for Sol to literally soul snatch this match away.
Do you have an honorable mention? Do you guys have an honorable mention?
Well, my honorable mention would be Zarya then.
Mine was actually Sam's pick. Fuck here.
It would almost sound like, from what you guys tell me, Zarya would have been it's one of these 3 big stars.
It's one of these 3. I mean, Soroka is a good one too, like Scott. Honestly, like, this one. But before I found out about because Sinclair was the second chance one because Sinclair lost to Zarya, ironically. Oh my God! Who I just watched the show. Who else was in the match? Oh, Kalani lost to
Stephanie.
No,
Julia. Sorry.
Julia, thank you. Oh, speaking of Steffi, she beat Jay Parker lost Steffi. That's who I was thinking of.
Yes.
And Cora Jade lost to Soroka. So, and Cora Jade got pinned twice.
Yep.
Actually, I'm actually more interested in the women's one this year than the men's.
Me too.
Not by much, though. Not by much. Yeah, honestly, this will be the ones that I would not be mad if I lose the point. I mean, kind of like point wise, but like match, like the Fletcher Osprey.
Yeah.
I was thinking it's 4-on-1 because even my dog's like, no. And people missed that episode. Basically, my dogs bark when I said Will Ospreay, and Scott made the joke, said no, they don't like my pick.
No, the dogs did not agree.
Did not. Rob Breaker, I've been so proud. Anyway, but because it's gonna be one of those basically three of her picks. But Julia, like we said, she already got Tom match. Like she don't need it right now. I can see it for Kier. I can see if we can, actually. I'm gonna reach you the points from each right quick if that's okay with you guys. So the women's one. So the very first, the one Roxanne won. The score was she had 2, Sylvie Stark had 1, Cora Jade had 1, Indy Hartwell had 1, and Keon James had 0. So she was the point person that first one. Last year's Blair had 3, Tiffany and Van Halen both had 1, Lash had 2, and Kalani had 0. And I'll tell the men's side when we get obviously to the men's. But
yeah.
So do you see a trend going there? So it's like.
Yes.
Always by the 1 point like we do.
Oh, yeah. It's always going to be close. Yeah, that's definitely going to be close. I would not be surprised if the winner gets 3 pins again this time around in this match.
I kind of hope they change a little bit, like try to not like Dawn, like be like 10-0, like you know what I mean, like.
Yeah, I don't want domination. I want like it to be close. I want
a couple points. Yeah,
I want everybody to get a pin, except maybe Ren, just to keep the lulls going from somebody always having 0. So
I agree with that.
All right, let's get the last one out of the way. And you know what? Because I'm just feeling very, very generous. I already have my pick for this one, so I can go first again.
Okay. All right.
The Men's Iron Survivor Challenge determined them one contender. That was gibberish for the NXT Championship at New Year's Evil. Wesley, Javon Adams, Nathan Frazier, Ethan Page, and Eddie Thorpe. I've been thinking about this. I want Ethan Page to have the title again, but I don't know if they're going to go back and forth. So I don't, see him taking that title off. Going with my logic with Ridge Holland. I don't know if he will be the one to take it off him, but if any of these 5 say I'm champion next, it's Wesley.
Okay.
Nathan Frazier, it feels like mid-card. Javon Adams, very early on in his career still. A lot of talent there. Still has some time. Eddie Thorpe, I'm not familiar with. Ethan Page, I'm just like, dude, this guy needs to be main roster. It should be him and LA Knight for a mid-card title in Mania.
So, Eddie Thorpe, Sam, that was Carl Fredericks from New Japan.
Oh, wow. How did I miss that?
Aren't you glad I'm here?
Right.
I'm not joking about it.
Regardless, that's my pick.
All right, I'll read the points right quick. So the very first one, Grace Waller won with 3. Carmelo Hayes had 2. Jay McDonough had 0, so he was the no-pointer in that one. Joe Gacy and Axiom had 2. In last year's, Trick Williams had 4. Dijak, Braun Breaker, and Ty Ray had 3, and Josh Briggs had 2. So obviously, again, by 1 point each. I said Trick Williams, so I'm gonna go with the heel. The only 2 heels, I believe, are Ethan and Wes.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Sam. I'm gonna go with Wesley. I like Ethan Page, but he just got the title run, and I do not want to see any more Trick Ethan matches anymore. Like both guys, but I was not really impressed with either matches, honestly.
Yep.
The Devil's Private was probably my favorite one out of the 3. Like I said, the Hell We Have It post show. Javon Evans, like it'd be kind of awkward. Babyface, bouncy. Yeah. Frazier. Don't like Sam's a big card. Don't really see him. If they brought the cruiserweight title, I could see him with that. Maybe I know they're not going to, but
right.
Central's on the match. Who's the other 2, Sam?
Eddie Thorpe, Page, Frazier, Evans, Whitley.
Oh yeah, Thorpe don't see. And Shawn Michaels really beat the shit out of him there. And actually, well, tell it. So basically, he got attacked in the bathroom. Kind of worst spot to get tagged in the shitter. And it wasn't me.
Yeah.
And the running joke is it was so basically saying what happened. So basically the story is going right now. And Scott, you can help me out here. Scott Tagan. I totally forgot what I was gonna say.
So Eddie Thorpe's been having issues with not getting opportunities on NXT, and he's been constantly trying to go to Ava, who's the GM, to try to get opportunities, try to get into matches and whatnot. And Ava's always busy when he comes in, so it's literally the worst timing that he ever has. So a couple weeks ago, there was like the tag team. Literally the whole tag team like groups were fighting each other, and Ava's trying to stop things, and Eddie comes out of nowhere again asking Ava for opportunities for stuff because he lost his initial qualifier, so she put him
interference.
Correct, and everybody else had like legitimate finishes, so he was upset that he had to go into this last chance qualifier instead of just getting the opportunity to go in. So Ava's like, hey, this is what it is. You're in this, deal with it, whatever. She goes to leave. He grabs her arm and she like freaks out, which obviously she should because she's a GM. Don't touch anybody type of thing. And she starts yelling at him. Then the tag team, like people are fighting. Somebody bumps into Eddie, who then bumps into the door that's between him and Ava, sending Ava flying. And she like goes down to the ground, and they kind of cut away to commercial. We come back, there's officials and Shawn Michaels around her. Michaels literally gets up, walks over to Eddie, grabs him by like the shirt, slams him against the wall. It just like lays into him about not, don't ever touch her, yada yada yada, and literally just throws him out. He's like, get out of here before I do something I will, regret. Like this man went back to 97 Shawn Michaels, and I'm just like, oh my god, please. So fast forward to Tuesday, Thorpe gets attacked after winning the last chance match to get into the Iron Survivor Challenge, and the show ends with who attacked him. So as I mentioned earlier, there's been these random people that have, or random person maybe that's just shown up, and people are kind of responding to them, but you don't see who it is. So naturally, Dijak tweets something saying to the effect of, gee, I don't know who would do something so terrible to Eddie Thorpe to leave him laid out by the, at the end of the show. Who would do that? Dijak's been doing this for like countless months whenever there's like mystery people that are going to be coming in. So I don't think it's him. I would love to see him back in NXT because I think he did his best work when he was sent back down after Retribution. I really feel like them letting him go was a mistake, but again, that's just a personal thing. I don't know who this mystery person is. I think they might actually take Eddie Thorpe's spot if Eddie's too injured to be in the match.
But so, also right quick to go with the sort of freaking out the Eddie Thorpe thing, because he was also mad too because Tony Andrews said my match got interference, and he wanted Sean Spears for North, and they was like, yeah, sure, and they was like, Thorpe's like, well, what the hell? What about me? Oh, sorry, I'm busy.
Yeah,
and Thorpe's like, well, this is BS basically.
So I don't know. I'm kind of torn onto whoever takes Eddie Thorpe's place, which I feel like there's going to be a mystery opponent. I don't know who it is, but if that is not the case, then I'm actually going to agree with the both of you and pick Wesley, because Wes and Trick have been having issues on TV anyways. They've been like, they planted those seeds months ago. So I think now is the time for him to be able to do something. Would I actually love to see the Rascals show up and attack Wes? Don't think it's going to happen now, but I think it might happen in New Year's Evil. They'll cost Wes the title.
Wesley was now to respond by Desmond Xavier.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, but people are like, what do you mean? He cut his hair and he looks like his old TNA.
Yeah, he cut off his dreads and
I
he
did-
looks so weird.
I did not recognize. I was like, who the hell? Oh my god, it's Wesley.
Yep.
I was like, who's coming out to Wesley's music? And like, not I like Wesley. Don't get me wrong. I think I got so used to with the braids.
Yeah.
And then he cut. I was like, and people make the joke, "Hey, Desmond Alexander." Why am I saying Alexander? I'm thinking of side jokes. Xavier. Oh my god! Imagine him and Xavier Woods tag team. Sorry, but that's for Solis. Desmond and Xavier Woods.
But yeah, no, this show looks to be real good. I'm excited to see what happens.
All right, boys. Let's before we head out quickly. And he's gone.
I saw the dogs running, so I think they had to exit the the room. There he is.
So quickly before we head out, Ethan, you want to remind us the scores going into this weekend?
Yes. Let me find it real quick.
Oh, Ethan did, I believe, win Survivor Series outright.
Oh yeah. Hold on, let me go. Survivor Series. So, Full Gear. All three of us tied like should begin the show.
Yep.
The only matches we all got was the Jay White Heyman Page match because we all said, "Hey man."
Yep.
I was the only one who got the Osprey match wrong, and me and Scott got the world title match right.
Yep.
So all three of us tied on that one.
Yep.
Survivor Series. I went 4-1. Only match got was the U.S. title match.
Yep.
Actually, I think all three of us got that one wrong.
I almost, no word of a lie, I almost picked Nakamura because I'm just like, I think they're going to have two different champions that are going to change hands. And I changed it the last second. I'm so mad at myself. I wouldn't have won, but it's still, I would have been like, yes. But
I said, so I went 4-1. Sam went 3-2, and Scott went 2-3.
I went 0-3 to start the show. Very upset.
So pay-per-view scores are, I'm at 15. Sam's at 7, and Scott's at 5. Yeah, we just run down all the pay-per-view.
I should be at 6 now because I was only one behind Sam, I thought.
Oh, sorry. He has 6. I forgot that.
Okay.
So, okay, let me run down these for, you know what? Let's season 4. Let's end it here before we go. So, Backlash, we're not going to count because that was technically supposed to be me and Scott's tiebreaker.
Yeah.
That's the other. So, the actual pay-per-view. So, King and Queen was me and Scott, clean sweep, because we got all those right. Sam won double or nothing. That's the May stuff. For June, I won both of those shows. Forbidden Door and Battleground. Mind the Bank, I won that one. Sam, me and you tied for Heat Wave.
Mm-hmm.
SummerSlam, me and Sam won again. But we get a clean sweep. Me and Scott won All In. And September, No Mercy, same as Scott. And me and Sam won All Out. October, I won Bound for Glory, and me and Sam tied for Halloween Havoc. Crown Jewel, I won that one. Full Gear, 3-way tie. I think that's the first time all three was tied. And I won Survivor Series. Yeah. And we still got Deadline and Ship in the Bank.
Yes.
We do. Well, guys, thank you so much for listening. We are out of time. Yeah, we already dropped everything just beforehand. Guys, as always, do not forget to ship it. And do not forget, ship it. Not ship it, just join the